Good morning, everyone. CrazyJuan once again back on the Xbox One. Gonna do another recording with my partnership with the original Next Level Gaming YouTube page. Gonna head back into the NASCAR expansion career mode for Forza Motorsport 6. Been really enjoying this. Got 2 races to do tonight to wrap up the East Coast side of the One Lap of America series. Or I should say Lap of America, because One Lap is an actual real life event that happens. So we're gonna skip on over to the NASCAR part of it. I do like how they've got the expansions in different hubs. That's kind of handy. Next race at Watkins Glen, which is a new track for 6 in Forza Motorsport, and a good add in my opinion.
Your next race will be at Watkins Glen, featuring the largest weekend sporting event in New York.
No, kitty, don't stand on the keyboard. So once again, rolling out in the...
It's actually one of my favorite racetracks. Coming off of turn 1, trying to get through turns 2, 3, and 4, and up the hill as fast as you can into that high-speed braking zone in order to get ready for that bus stop. That's a big deal. That's a big area of the racetrack where you gain a ton of speed.
Thanks. What he said. And once again, rocking the fusion bodied NASCAR because I'm kind of a Ford guy at heart. Let's do... Let's do this bonus. And we're off. Wow. Not sure who got into me, but I was plenty wide there. I'd wager it was that Bloomin' Monday car that was kind of all over the place. It's another fun track. I like tracks with elevation change. I like tracks with sweeping corners, maintaining some speed. I don't really care for a lot of the point and shoot tracks. Too timid there. Okay, that's not really how you're supposed to do that. That's not fast. Man, I couldn't believe I couldn't make an outside move stick there. from there. Should give me a nice run up at this stretch. That is the importance of a good exit. To get a good exit on the last corner before a stretch, you can really make some ground. I got this guy inside. The inside line is, of course, the shortest way around the track, so it's the preferred line. If you can get it for pass, it's nice. But, as it's the preferred line, most drivatars, having learned from players, will always try to get that inside line, and it sometimes makes them vulnerable to be passed on the outside. If you know how the drivatars drive. Yikes. See, all that wheel spin's actually pretty bad. That's better. If I can be a little less aggressive with the trigger, I can get a lot better of acceleration by actually applying the power to the ground instead of just turning it into noise and smoke. This is a fun section right here. Pretty fast. Can be kind of hairy. I won't get him on this section. Maybe this one. Might be able to take him on the outside. Nope. I can't hear. Matt, did he come over to try to discourage that move? I always wonder about that, if that's Drivatar AI doing that, or if that player is a swervy son of a bitch. Not very good at this corner right here. Never feel good about that corner. Should get a run here. Inside, I think. Definitely have an advantage with a little bit of a tune on it, because I think they're all running stock gearing, which is so tall. Good for like Daytona, super speedways. I give up top end with a taller gear ratio, but I gain acceleration, which obviously is, you know, more important on a track with shorter runs like this one. Just a little more driving tips as I do these laps. And this is all stuff that you can read just about anywhere. Ooh, talking too much. You can read just about anywhere, even on the game gives actually some really good tips right in the loading screens. One of the big things, especially if you're going to run no assists like I do, is the importance of keeping in mind that the tires have X amount of friction grip that they can give. They always have a total that they can't exceed. If they exceed it, they start sliding instead of rolling. And in the case of your front wheels, that means you lose all braking and all steering. So that's bad. So you got to kind of learn where the limits are, because and it's nice because the controller gives you feedback. You can feel it in the triggers, but you want to brake and use as much of the traction as you can to blow the car up, and then lift off the brakes a little bit to free up some friction for turning. It's the nice thing about the ABS assist, or even in real life, where they become awesome, is it allows you to brake as hard as you want and still turn the wheel and get some effect towards the steering. That's what people do wrong driving real cars, is they'll pump the brakes when they have ABS, because everybody learned to pump the brakes when you're skidding, but that's the worst thing you can do with ABS because it's doing it for you already. Better to just stand on the brake and turn the wheel, because the ABS will let your front wheels get bite. My apologies for anyone who knows that, and I'm just prattling on because I'm just doing laps. But one more race in the books, unless I do something really tragic in the next two corners. Pretty clean affair. Didn't feel too bad about the contact in that one. Oh, we maxed out the bonus for the perfect turn, so that's cool. Another Chevrolet crew card. I swear to God, am I going to see a Ford crew card before this expansion is over? The oval at Indy. Gonna have to go back to standard setup for that, I think.
This race will put you on a field with fast, open-wheel Indy cars on the iconic Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Now see, this is where I think I might have to call BS on the...
In this race, you can stay in your current car, or you're invited to drive 2014 Rookie of the Year Kyle Larson's number 42 Chip Ganassi Racing Chevrolet.
No.
Your next race will be at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, originally paved with 3.2 million bricks, 1 yard of which remain at the finish line.
Which is why they call the place the Brickyard. Not because of the 1 yard, but a yard of bricks. But yeah, I don't know about NASCAR here versus Indy. As much as I love the NASCAR cars, they don't do 240, and they don't have the downforce. I'm gonna put the NASCAR settings back on it. Can I have a power mod? I feel like I'm gonna need one. These cup cars, they can do 200, a little more, 212 maybe. But don't know how. I mean, it must be. Yeah, we're not really competing. Because there go the Indy cars, and I'm running in 4th right now, not 13th or whatever. Which is smart, and that's cool. The Indy cars, we're doing 10 laps here, so the Indy cars are going to lap me. Getting a vibration in the controller right now because of the draft. You can see the, next time I'm in the draft, you'll be able to see the flaps on the hood picking up because of the lower air pressure over them. Right up above the driver's wheel, you'll see that in the windshield. Well, I kind of wish it would have started me further back in the Cup cars, because I'm just cruising. These guys will never see me again. And now it's just going to be watching Indy cars go by for 9 laps. I hope they go by anyway. Stop required. It's walking away from the NASCAR field. I'm glad though that the game doesn't have me being competitive with the Indy cars here, because that would just be, it would just be wrong. Indy's kind of tricky compared to Daytona. Daytona is nice, banked, like really banked. Corners are basically one continuous sweep. These are much tighter corners with a chute between them, a little straight shot like this. And nowhere near the banking. Somebody's coming. That's an Indy car, eat me alive. Yeah, I just fucked his rolled up. He's like, oh, stupid slow NASCAR. There you go, buddy. Good luck. Lapper IndyCar, 10th in the Indy standings. Five more to go. Too hot, too hot, too hot. Goes an Indy car. Yeah, these can't do that. have to keep an eye on the mirror because those Indy cars come up so fast. It would be easy to make a boneheaded move. Kind of reminiscent of the time that I drove one of these cars around the Michigan International Speedway, because when I was doing my laps, 16 I did on the course, a 2-mile oval. When I was doing my laps, I had pro drivers in, fully powered cup cars. Like my cup car was governed. It'd do maybe 160, but the real guys would cruise around there at 195, 200 mile an hour. My spotter would give me notice when one of them was coming, and he'd appear, he'd speak up in the radio in my helmet and tell me to stay in my line because I was going to get passed. And man, I got passed. But it was great. If anyone has any interest in it, the Rusty Wallace race experience was. I don't know if that's too much plug for the page. If so, Mike, you can go ahead and chop that. But that race experience I did was pretty phenomenal. I would recommend it to anybody. If you can fit in the car, and I don't know that I could at this point, but if you can fit in the car, it's totally worth doing. Yeah, I think that the last race in this series at Daytona in the nighttime, and this one really shows that they could have upped the how the AI drive and drive-tires handle the ovals, because they have just nothing for me either oval. And I do have a power mod, so there's that, but last lap. Ugh. Pay attention. Or in the words of Ridge Racer, it's the final lap. 190, they're just going by me like I'm going backwards. Those are some pretty ridiculous machines too, though. Pretty much built for one thing. Nice. Yeah, I didn't make much money on the passing bonus just because nobody passed. Apparently the next race is at Road America, which is cool. I like that track. Alrighty. So that is gonna wrap up our lap of America.
Congratulations! You've completed the Lap of America expedition and unlocked the next step in your world tour.
And I'm thinking with that, and it's coming up on 1:30 a.m. here, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Thanks for anyone who tunes in here at the original Next Level Gaming YouTube page. Be sure to like and subscribe. Feel free to swing past my own page, which is a little bit neglected at the moment, but that's CrazyJuan on YouTube. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter at CrazyJuan, and of course, Xbox Live. Follow me, I'll follow you back. If you follow me and you have an interest in Forza or whatever, we could do some private races or public, whatever. Also, if you follow me in Xbox Live and you play Forza, you'll be able to see my times on your friends list times when you turn lap times and check the leaderboards, so you can throw your numbers against mine and rub them in my face if you beat me. Thanks again for watching, and hope everyone has a good weekend.